So, turns out we're going to be moving to Atlanta because I didn't know where I was moving to, according to all of these predictions. I just knew I was moving. But Atlanta seems to be where I'm going. Now, there was also a prediction of me possibly meeting somebody and all of this extra good stuff and how they would, essentially be good for me. That's also happened. So everything is coming into fruition, and I don't know, over this course of time, I'm just starting to realize how Savannah is no longer really beneficial for me. All of my friends, they're busy, whether they have kids or, they've moved away. I don't really see them anymore. And when it comes to what I'm trying to do in terms of building my own business and entrepreneurship and all of these things like that, it's just, I don't really think that Savannah is that place anymore. And it's a little sad because this is where my family is. I don't have family anywhere else. This is where the few friends I do have still, this is where they are. So going to a new city completely will be starting over, and I will essentially be there by myself. So today I'm kind of going to go through the mourning process of Savannah. I've already mourned the people, the memories and things of that nature of how things was. And I'm going to just walk around and kind of soak in what I love about Savannah, essentially. Because Atlanta's a city, you can't walk outside your house and go to a park or, go downtown and things of that nature. That stuff is not in walking distance from what I know. So it's like, that's something that I will kind of miss because I like walking. I really enjoy that. And one thing somebody will tell you is you can make it happen in your city. If you can't make it happen in your city, you can't make it happen anywhere else. And unfortunately, that's really not the truth at all. It's people in different places. It's larger connections. It's more opportunities in bigger cities and bigger places. And if you are that kind of person who are trying to make something big of yourself, you have to go to a big place. Like you can start small, most definitely, but you can only swim as far as that pond that you're in will allow you to. So until you gain the confidence to go to the ocean and start making something there. Man, I think that's kind of where I am. And it's always been it has been a feeling for me as well. Just waking up every day and feeling like I can't really move as much as I want to or grow as much as I want to in terms of what I'm doing right now. That's always been a feeling. I'm having like some serious deja vu. I'm having some serious deja vu. But anyways, so yeah, I really feel like just leaving Savannah, it doesn't even have to be Atlanta specifically. I do feel like that may be the place I will be the most productive and successful and all of these good things. I do feel like that would be the case, but it doesn't have to be just Atlanta. But yeah, Savannah is pretty much done for me, and I'm gonna miss my family for sure. I'm still gonna be able to come back down and see them and stuff of that nature, but we ain't got no car. So yeah, we have to really figure out how we gonna maneuver that or whatever. But I don't know how I'm feeling about this. No. Let's go. This is actually the middle school that I went to. And this is where I met like my second best friend I've ever had in life. I remember it was like the third day of school. He missed the first couple of days, and every seat in the whole entire classroom was taken up except for the seat that was next to me. Now, I don't believe in coincidences, so I do believe that this was kind of like a setup for us to meet each other. I'm typically an introverted person, so I don't normally initiate conversation, but for some reason I had this comfortable vibe around him. Like as soon as he sat down, I didn't ask him his name. I just jumped right into getting in his business. I said, what took you so long to get to school? And he answered my question saying, oh, his mom was getting him some things, or had to get him some things for school that she hadn't, had beforehand. Anyway, and we ended up playing tic-tac-toe and all of these things. And that was kind of the start of our friendship. And we were friends from that point forward all the way throughout high school. Even now today, we still talk to each other, but he currently lives in Wisconsin. So, we don't hang out. We talk here and there, life and things, and just being in different places. But yeah. So I skipped all the unnecessary walking and I decided to take you guys to Forsyth Park. At Forsyth Park, people typically get married here, so that's what's going on in the background. I didn't really expect it to be as busy as it is today, but there's a lot of people out here, so I had to find me a quick spot to come and record right quick. It'll probably be a lot of me just showing you guys like the beauty of Forsyth Park or the beauty of Savannah until I get to a more quiet place. So I won't be doing a lot of talking and a lot of storytelling. It'll probably be me over voicing it. But what I can say right now is that Forsyth Park for me would be like a really therapeutic thing. If I was having, a part in my life where I just wasn't happy or had a lot going on my mind or a lot going on emotionally, I would come here late at night sometimes just by myself when no one was out here, listening to music, going to one of the parks and just sitting down and, chilling by myself essentially. Like I like being out in nature, and moving to a city, that's not something I'm going to really have the luxury of doing, just walking out of my house and going 15 minutes down the street to, one of the most beautiful places in Savannah. I really wanted to show y'all a little bit more of Forsyth Park and the surrounding area because we have a lot of beautiful Victorian houses, but I didn't want to be that YouTuber and show people's homes, so we're just going to skip to the next part. If you haven't noticed by now, Savannah is a really historical place. What I was just filming beforehand was a synagogue that was built in 1878. And they kind of have like these little things around here that you can read that has information about these places. But yeah, so these are like little cool facts and things that you could read about the city and just history. And that's something that I actually really like about Savannah too. I like history and I like learning about what was before, what's here right now. So I decided to go to Arthur Smith Antiques. It's a store I've wanted to go to for a very long time, but they were always closed, and coincidentally, they're open today. Like I said before, I love history, and antiques are a good representation of that. Being sensitive to energy, antique stores hold an interesting vibe about them, and I get hit with so many different impressions. I'm always interested in what I can pick up on and what story I can uncover. I was really drawn to this clock for a reason unknown to me. Although it is beautifully crafted, I believe it has a pretty good story behind it, but I'm sure it's not good enough for that price. Anyway, this space was pretty intriguing as well. I think it may have more to do with what was here previously and a couple of the antiques like the painting and the armoire. But the further I moved to the back, the less drawn I became and the more uninterested I became as well. So I'm just going to let you guys see what was back here, but I don't feel like there's anything worth discussing. Chocola by Adam Taroni was a place I wouldn't typically find myself in as I'm not the biggest fan of chocolate. Adam Taroni is known to be a shy, nervous young man who created these chocolates on his own. He was invited to a cocktail party by the founder of this company, Alexandra, who fell in love with his chocolates and their presentation that he brought with him, which led to the birth of this store. I tried one chocolate that was shaped like a honeycomb that had raw honey in it. It's not my palate preference, but I'm sure it's loved by chocolate lovers. Fun fact about Savannah is we're actually also known for SCAD, which is Savannah College of Art and Design, and I went there for acting, and I don't regret it. It was very good. It was good for my confidence because we had to do a lot of things on the spot in front of a class and things of that nature. Yeah, I mean, it was an experience. Would I recommend it? It's the question. But yeah. It's here for you in Savannah. But this is the downtown area. Well, there's a piece of it. I might go somewhere to eat and show y'all a little bit of the food. We got the motorcycles over there, so they finna be loud. So hold on. Stone Minerals is a place that I go to from time to time to go get my crystals, gems. They also sell fossils, but it's nothing that I'm really interested in. I didn't get a lot of footage here, but it's a pretty cool place. So check it out if you happen to come down to Savannah. I went to Sweet Melissa's, which is right across the street from the gem store. I did over a 30-minute walk, so I was hungrier than a stray cat sitting on somebody's front porch. I wanted to go to Flying Monk, which is a restaurant that sells ramen and other dishes. Pho is my favorite, but they had a line longer than the wall of China, so I had to make do with this pizza. I wasn't complaining because it's $5, and we balling on the budget. Plus, it was good. One memory I have from here is with a former close friend of mine. We went out for drinks, came here, and I remember getting some Ruffles, and I crumbled them up and put them on my pizza. I was also buzzed, if you know what I'm saying. So it was just chef's kiss. For my clubbers, it's a good spot to go to on a night after clubbing. You could try Wet Willie's or even the Portal, as they serve food for quite a while on the weekends. See a really huge cargo ship come through here carrying up like big containers, and they'll hump too if you wave, which is pretty cool. Over there is South Carolina. But yeah, like one of those places that I would come to that I find very therapeutic and calming, or even just walking around with your friends or family or whatever. Like, there's always something to see down here. Sometimes you get a little old. It's not always something to do, but you know, it is home. I don't know how it is up there in Savannah if I gotta worry about getting beat up or something. But yeah, I mean, of course, you know, we have our drama like everywhere else, but it's not as bad. It's a little bad, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe like every other month, but we're not gonna talk about that. This is a good time, and we're trying to mourn the good times. Probably getting ready to head home because, like I said, that pizza was a snack, and I am hungry. It's getting dark and it's getting cold. So, and I walked. Savannah is known for is this cobblestone. You don't know you in Savannah if you tripping every 5 seconds. So guys, we are finally in Atlanta, and I guess we'll talk a little bit more about that experience and how it's been so far in the next video.